Hey guys, Vandana Nanda here from New Delhi, India. Do you ever feel like you are in a business rut and that you can't move forward? Well, I'm going to share with you 10 strategies that can instantly get you out of those business ruts. Number one, try to figure out why you're in a rut. You need to ask yourself the question about why you're in a rut because sometimes it's really not very clear. You may have to ask yourself that what do you need to do to get out of that rut and how did you get into that rut. When you ask yourself that question, somehow the answer magically appears. It may not appear immediately. It might take a day, it might take 2 days, it might even take a week. You just never know. When you ask yourself that question, it helps you figure out what is causing your rut. So let me tell you a story about what happened to me regarding being in a rut. Now I hate doing videos. I really do not like to be on camera, and I have been avoiding it for the longest period of time. It has taken me a very long period of time to get out of that rut and actually start making the videos. So I had to ask myself, what am I going to do to get out of this? To make any progress in my business, I knew that I need to have make videos because without video, it's really difficult to move forward. So I finally decided I just have to push myself and do it whether I like it or not. So that's how I finally got out of my rut into doing video and making progress with my business. Number two. So what is the big reason that you are working so hard? What is your why that makes you cry? So I'll give you a little tip. Our need to avoid pain is far greater than our need to gain pleasure. So let me share with you my why for working so hard in this business. I actually have three whys. One is kind of selfish and the other two are more altruistic. The first one is that I am really sick. I'm really sick and tired of being in the corporate rat race. I have been working in the corporate world for over 2 decades now, and the thought of having to get up and go to another dead-end corporate job where I am not appreciated and they don't care about me just really turns me off. My second reason why is my two kids, who I really want to be very happy and very well looked after even when I'm gone. My kids lost their father when they were very young, and while I've brought them up to the best of my ability, and they're both in college now, grown up, but even then, I want to see them both comfortably set up for life. So I want to sort of set up a legacy for them. My third reason why is that I really genuinely want to help people in whatever way I can to be healthy, wealthy, and happy in whatever ways that serve them best. So those are my whys for working so hard in this business. Number three, remember where you came from. Think back to where you were at another point in your life and remember where you have come. Let me share with you what happened to me and where am I now. I have worked in the corporate world for over 2 decades. I long to spend more time with my kids, and I could not because of my job. Till a few months back, I was in a corporate job which was unfulfilling, had unrealistic goals and targets, and required me to travel 2 hours to work and 2 hours back. So, for 4 hours a day, like most people in Delhi, I was traveling to my office and back. The long traffic jams and travel did not give me any personal time at all. I didn't have time to go to the gym, to have a swim, to look after my kids, and it was so annoying, tiring, and taxing, and I absolutely hated it. I remember wanting to work on my online business but being too exhausted to do so even on weekends. That in itself has been enough to push me forward and never want to go back to a corporate job again. I never want to go back to another dead-end corporate job. I don't want to ever answer to anybody else except for myself. Those things alone help me remember where I came from and show me where I want to be. Number four, move, change, or improve small things around. So maybe you just need to move a picture, move your desk, or move some books or furniture in your house. Whatever helps you get past your impasse, maybe you just need to change. Maybe you need to change something like putting up a new picture or putting up a new array of books, or maybe you just need to improve something. Figure out a way to make your videos look better. Figure out a way to change your logo, change the color, change the design, add a picture. Any little thing that lets you focus on anything rather than the situation at hand. For me, I am a lifelong learner. So I like to learn something new always. I especially like to learn about things that I've never heard about before, and especially if they help me in my business or help me personally. Learning something new really helps change my perspective on my current situation, and it excites me and wants me to get back to work. So that's what I do when I want to move, change, or improve small things. Okay, number five, introduce or acquire new things. For example, you could give yourself a gift or purchase something unique, something that you want, or you can get new people into your life or into your business. That will definitely get you out of a rut, whatever that looks like for you. Let me share something with you that I like to do. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm a lifelong learner. And when I get into a rut, I like to get personal development books or watch personal development videos. That's one of the things that I really enjoy and which helps me a lot. The other thing that I like to do is find out other new people in the industry that I can help. It's very overwhelming and discouraging, unfortunately, in this industry to get started in this business. And I always remember that, how hard it was for me. And there's so much over information that you really don't know what to start with. And if there is ever a way in which I can help make it easier for someone else to learn the skills necessary to be successful in this business, that's what I want to do for them. So, those are the ways in which I introduce or acquire new things in my business. Number six, have a holiday or take a break. This is pretty self explanatory, but particularly when you're in this industry or are an entrepreneur, you don't think that you can take a break or go on a vacation because you have so much work to do, or you just can't be away for that long. But in reality, it really serves you well to take those breaks and go on that vacation because you will come back in a much better frame of mind and be much more creative and have much better ideas and be ready to take the bull by the horn and get back to work. Me, I don't take so many holidays like I should, but I do take a holiday once a year. Uh, and I do make it a point to go out once every week with friends or family and focus on them. I forget all my work for a while and just focus on family and friends. This takes my focus away from what I am doing currently so that when I come back, I have a fresh new perspective, renewed excitement, and I want to get back to work. Taking that break or holiday will really help you to get back on track. Number seven, goof off. Goof off is just what it means. Take time off from what you're doing and just goof off. Now, that does not mean that you should take the entire day off to goof off, but you can occasionally actually do it. But generally, 1 or 2 hours of good off time is enough to get you off your rut and get you back into the groove. One of the things I do when I goof off is that I watch one of the few television shows that I like to watch. That helps me so much. It gives me a mental break from my world and allows me to immerse into the world of the characters of the television serial. So I let their world take me away. I don't even think of anything. And then when the show is over, maybe I will watch another one. If I'm still having some feelings of like, I don't want to work right now. And usually by the time I'm done with the second serial, I'm ready to get back to work. So If you are in a rut, take a little bit of time to goof off. Number 8, find a confidant. What I mean is that find somebody who you can talk to, that you are comfortable with, and who helps you get through the tough times. We all try to be positive all the time, but sometimes things just don't work out, and we sometimes become negative or depressed. At times like that, we really need somebody who we can confide in, share our worries, share our problems, and somebody who encourages us, and puts us on the right track. For me, I really try hard not to gripe and complain about my life because it really doesn't do any good. It doesn't serve any purpose and it just creates a lot of negativity. I have a really good friend offline. Actually, it's my sister who's been with me all my life. So when I'm having a tough time or going through a rough patch, I call her up and talk to her for hours at length. Or we go out and meet over a cup of coffee or dinner, and she gives me support and encouragement. We just talk about anything and everything for an hour or two, and she lifts me up and gives me support and encouragement. And then when we are done, I feel that I took my time I needed to talk to my confidant, and I'm ready to get back to work and to action. Number 9, get rid of what drives you nuts. It's what it says. Get rid of things which really drive you nuts. Maybe it's just stuff that you've got sitting around. Maybe it's people in your life. Whatever it is that drive you nuts, just get rid of it. For me, what drives me nuts, especially when I can't focus on work and I am in a rut, is clutter. I just hate clutter. I don't really like to clean, but I like things to be neat. And usually I don't care so much, but when I'm in a rut, I noticed all the clutter around me and it just makes me insane. The first thing I do is straighten everything up, get rid of the crap. I sort out what I need to recycle, what I need to throw away. And then when I declutter my space, for some magical reason, it declutters my mind and I'm ready to get back to work. So if you're having a hard time, get rid of what is driving you nuts. Number 10, complete your incompletes. We all have these little things that we haven't finished. There are so many incomplete things lingering around. You know, those little things where we say that we'll do it later today, we'll do it tomorrow, maybe next week, and then we keep pushing it back, further back, and further back. And maybe sometimes we feel that we can forget about it altogether. But when you're in a rut, sometimes the best thing to do is to do those little things that you haven't completed. That these are the things that you really need to get done, and then you come back to them and then you're able to focus on what you're working on again. Now when I get into a rut, what I do is I create a to-do list. Now I'm not a to-do list person per se, because to-do lists frankly are too overwhelming for me. I get very discouraged when I see a continuous list of things to be done. I really do not like to do lists, but when I'm in a rut, it helps to make one. When I keep ticking off things that I have done, I feel a sense of accomplishment, and it's enough to want to make me excited to go back to work. So again, if you're having trouble, you stop, go back, complete your incompletes so that you can get back into track and get back to work. So if you guys apply these top 10 strategies, you're guaranteed to get out of any business rut. Now I have more value available for you for free, specifically for home business owners and entrepreneurs, that you can access by clicking the link in the description. Vandana Nanda signing off, and have a great day.